Breaking news exclusively from Blue Eye Media. And now from our global friendly partners.
Donald Trump's chief of staff, Susie Wiles, confirmed that Trump is in the Epstein files in an explosive interview released today, but it gets even worse for Donald Trump. So first of all, despite Donald Trump insisting for months that the Epstein files is a Democratic hoax, Susie Wiles, one of his most trusted aides, has revealed that she has read the material and that the president is in them, but according to her, he's not in the file doing anything awful. She added they were, sort of young, single, whatever. I know it's a passé word, but sort of young single playboys together. Donald Trump was like 40 or 50 years old when he was hanging out with Epstein. They were not young, and this is crazy to say about his relationship with Epstein. She also criticized Pam Bondi over the handling of the Epstein saga, taking particular aim at her botched decision to hand MAGA influencers binders full of nothing. She also contradicted Trump and said that he was wrong and said Bill Clinton never visited the island despite what Trump has said. But here's where it gets worse for Donald Trump. It's the timing, because on the 19th, Donald Trump is supposed to have released the Epstein files by then, and he's almost certainly not going to. He's going to ignore the deadline. Trump was obviously hoping that people would forget about it and that the deadline would come and go, but this article and Susie Wiles' interview just reignited the storm for many, many Americans who may not be reading the news every day. So that interview right there, not good for Donald Trump.
We have some news right now. Donald Trump has ordered a total and complete blockade of all sanctioned oil tankers coming out of Venezuela, saying that he is demanding a return to the United States of all oil, land, and other assets that Venezuela previously stole from us. In YouTruth Social post, he says that Venezuela is completely surrounded by the largest armada ever assembled in the history of South America. It will only get bigger, and the shock to them will be like nothing they have ever seen before. Until such time as they return to the United States of America, all of the oil, land, and other assets that they previously stole from us. And he goes on to say that a total and complete blockade of all oil sanctions, oil tankers going into and out of Venezuela. This war, this possible war, is all about oil. And now it seems like a potential land grab for the United States as well. What land in Venezuela does the United States want? Donald Trump is addressing the nation tomorrow at 9 p.m. A lot of you have reached out to me saying, well, I don't want to watch it. What do I do? Well, here's the thing. I'm going to watch it so that you don't have to. The news may feel very hectic this week, and I get it. We have Epstein files deadline this Friday. Trump's address to the nation tomorrow night. Medicaid, Medicare, Affordable Care Act, healthcare, future of healthcare is all on the line right now. Lots of hectic stuff. I'm going to watch Trump's primetime address tomorrow night so that you don't have to, and I'm going to break it down on my Substack, linked in my bio, so you can go get that update for you. And I'll let you know here as well whether he declares war on Venezuela, for example, since now apparently Venezuela has stolen land from the United States of America. That is news to me. Or if he decides to talk about the Epstein files, or if it's just a generic Trump speech. I'll watch it so that you don't have to. So stay tuned for more, follow along for updates, and see you tomorrow night, and subscribe to my Substack to support.
I need you to listen to me, please. The President of the United States is blockading Venezuela, and he's doing it in hopes that it will induce a war. He wants Venezuela to declare war on us. He's been wanting to go to war. We have amassed military forces around Venezuela. We have threatened ground forces to enter Venezuela, all to go to war. But listen to me. What is war? Have you thought about that? What is war? War is packing your bags and you hug your family one last time. Everybody's crying because you don't know when you're coming back. They don't know when you're coming back, and you get on a plane and you fly to a country you've probably never been to before. You don't know what's in front of you, and you yearn for what's behind you. You get somewhere, who knows where. You don't know what's going on. You'll hear firefights off in the distance. You'll be in a firefight pretty soon. You'll sleep, who knows where and how long. You may get mortared in your sleep. Artillery may drop on you in your sleep. You may go on a mission the next day. Your vehicle may get blown up. You don't know exactly when you're eating next. You'll eat eventually, right? No matter how tired, no matter how hungry, no matter how sleepy you are, the mission must come first. You might not make it back, but if you do, the person next to you won't, and you'll spend the rest of your life feeling guilty for that. You'll spend the rest of your life having nightmares of what you saw, what you witnessed, the death, the destruction, attending the memorials of your fellow fallen soldiers. You'll never forget the communities that were torn apart, the houses that were blown up, people crying over their family members that are lost. Any semblance of normal life that the people in that country may have had ripped away by the war that you're now engaged in and waging. You'll spend the rest of your life thinking about that. It will consume you. And if you don't get therapy and handle it the right way, it gets dark fast. That's what war is. And Donald Trump doesn't understand that because Donald Trump dodged going to war. Nobody in his family's ever served this country. They know nothing about the sacrifice that I just described. They know nothing about the struggle. They know nothing about just hoping you make it one more fucking day because I just want to go back home to my wife, to my husband, to my children, to my mother, to my father, to my loved ones. He knows nothing about that. And that's why he carelessly and needlessly tries to fling our children into a war we don't need to be because he does not care who will die, who will not come home, who will suffer the rest of their life because of this war. It's about his ego, and for him, it's all about money and dollars. If we don't speak up now and stop this, then we don't respect our military.
Follow Blue Eye Media for exclusive insights and breaking news sources from global-friendly outlets that you won't get from the mainstream TV and radio outlets of America. Learn how to play the flute of the globe and learn the real truth.